Hello, writers. Last time we talked about the importance of building a draft and organizing our thoughts in ways that were important so that our evidence and our explanations really hit the reader hard and really help the reader understand why our idea and our thesis was important. In addition to that, effective essayists are very aware of how they start and how they end their essay. Today I'm going to teach you how the beginning or the introduction is really important, and so is the ending or the conclusion. One way that essayists hook the reader's attention at the very beginning is to tell a small story or a brief story. For example, the sun shone brightly as I walked gingerly through the community garden. Green exploded all around as vegetables of every shape, size, and color met my eyes. Elizabeth, is this all yours? Oh no, she said. Me and my neighbors. I couldn't believe it. There before my outstretched arms were the most amazing vegetables I had ever seen. Not only green, but yellow, red, even purple met my eyes. I thought, this is a little slice of heaven. Sometimes essayists start their essays with a little story like that to grab the reader's attention. Another way to grab the reader's attention could be to start with a simple question. Do you realize every time you eat lettuce that you're eating chemicals you might not even be aware of? That would be an example of starting off with a question to grab the reader's attention. Here are some other thoughts about how you can begin your essay. The first sentence. We talked about telling a story. You could use something like, what people need to know is that chemicals are all throughout our food supply. So using this what others need to know phrase. Another phrase is many people don't realize that our food is full of dangerous and toxic chemicals, but I've come to realize that it is, and I'd like to do something about it. Another way to start is with the wondering. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes feel sick after eating? I have found that it could be related to the amount of chemicals in our food. Something like that. Okay. Another way is to begin with a quote, something that you read or that someone mentioned to you that has to do with your topic. These are all really effective ways to begin your essay, and it's very important that you hook your reader right away. Otherwise, if your reader thinks your essay is boring, they won't read it. Now, we also have to consider how we're going to end our essays. Just like when you start the essay, you want to grab the reader's attention. When you end your essay, you want to leave your reader with an idea in their brain that your thesis is the most important idea that they've read in a very long time. One of the ways to do that is to use certain language that makes that possible. You could say something like, I realize that organic food is healthy food, and it's what everyone should be eating. You could say something like, the fact that there are so many chemicals in our food supply makes me think that we need to make a serious change about the way we grow and eat food in our country. You could also use other language like, I realize that when I ... I feel ... and then explain that. Some other important phrases that people use when they end their essay, when they write their last paragraph of their essay. Other people should care about this because. This is important because. And finally, organic food is better than non-organic food. This is true. Because it's true, it's also true that we need to work hard to make sure our food supply is safe from toxic chemicals and that everybody has the opportunity to enjoy healthy food every day. So, as a reader, these ideas are left with me as I finish. So, my very last sentence of my essay should leave the reader thinking, wow, this is really important. This really matters. This impacts people's lives. So, writers, today and every day, make sure you pay really, really, really close attention to how you begin, how you lead your essays, and the techniques and the language that we use to really grab the reader's attention. And also pay attention to the way that you end an essay, the way you close an essay, the way you conclude an essay. By the way, never say in conclusion. That just doesn't sound right. It's not very good style. And the reader can tell when they're done with your essay because they can see that there's nothing left to read. So you want to make sure the words you use pack a huge punch and really help that reader understand that your thesis matters.